Hello and welcome to the Adobe Flash CC animation tutorial part 2. This time we will make some actual animation, some simple stuff, a bouncing ball thing and a walking cycle, and something else that I haven't really decided yet because I am making this stuff up as I go along. So let's go. Now the first thing to do is to make a, I made a ground by using a second layer and drawing with the line tool, which is up here, and the quick button is N, and you can just draw lines with it. And then I extended it a bit forward so that we will have a line all the way to the animation, a floor. And I made something here that'll showcase the onion skin tool, which is right here, down here. And what it does, it shows the selected frames that came before and that'll come after the current frame that you're drawing on. Like for example here I drew a ball here, here and here, and when I use the onion skin tool it'll show the frames around it, around the current frame. And I can extend these or just deactivate one side and the other side. Now it's like useless. But yeah, now we will start the bouncing ball animation. Now the first thing is to draw a bloody ball. And remember to have onion skin equipped, it's really useful. We'll draw a ball here, and then by pressing F7 we'll make a blank keyframe and draw a second ball, and F7 again, third ball, F7, and so on and so on. And now comes the contact, and because the ball is bouncy, it's gonna have to bend, a stretch, so the next one will be a little bit squinted, actually quite a lot squinted, and maybe one more, a little bit more to get the extra bouncy effect. And then the third one is it flinging the fuck off, and like so, and it can even stretch a little bit to showcase the bouncing action. And now it's going to slowly return to its normal shape, like so. And of course it'll go higher because the bounce has such power. And now when it starts to come back down again, we will make these frames closer because of course it's gonna slow down in midair. So we will make a few of these balls a little bit closer to each other. And then as it gets more speed, we will make these further apart so the ball will speed up again. And there we go. That's kind of it. Now, when we have our animation here, we can preview it by pressing Ctrl and Enter. And there we have it. Boing, 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 boing. Now, the frame rate, the current frame rate is 24, but we can put it to something, for example, like 12 from the layer of properties, or if you select the quick selection tool or the free transform tool, it'll just show the properties of the layer. So you can go to here and change the frame rate for the animation. And now Ctrl Z again, Ctrl Enter again, and here it is a little bit slower, but still it showcases the movement pretty fucking well. It's like half the speed now because 24 divided by 2 is 12, so it'll show it in half speed. And now it bounces and drops. Next, what was we supposed to do? Oh yeah, the walking animation. We'll make a new layer and hide this one from the... as you can see down here, there is the show or hide all layers, or show or hide, and if you press it on your layer or one of the layers, it'll just go invisible. The ball is gone now. So we can use this to use the same floor and just make a new layer and do the walking animation on that one. And make sure to have your onion skin equipped because it's fucking useful. Now, oh, and the frame rate is still at 24. The frame rate is still at 12, but if you want to, you can change it to 24. It'll be a bit more work, but it'll look nicer, smoother. Okay, now to do the walking animation, first thing to do is, oh, and we'll just draw the legs. And the first thing to do is to draw the legs. Here are a nice pair of legs, stickman legs, and a blank keyframe from F7. And now we will draw the two a little bit closer to each other, and because this one is a little bit bent, it'll go even more bent because, you know, knees and stuff. And then F7 again, and bring them even closer to each other, and knee bends even more, and this time only the toes touch the surface of the floor, because, you know, it's gonna go up flying, well, almost, in the next one. And in the next one, this thing is, the front leg is basically straight, and the bent leg is just going past it. And because, you know, you step, so it looks something like this so far. Then a new frame again, and this leg will go a bit past, and the back of the leg may start going up a little bit because, you know, well, basic movement, I don't know how to explain it. And this knee will go up again, and the toes will follow with the leg because, you know, floppy ass feet. And here we go. This is starting to look like a walk. Oh my god. The knee has already been in its most up position, so now we just have to place the foot where it's supposed to be. And this one is going to slow down because, you know, this one is stepping down. And here we might already have our walks. That's looking pretty good. I'm gonna test it by, oh, and you can easily copy and paste frames by choosing or selecting from some frames, pressing down the Alt button and just dragging them, dropping them, and releasing the Alt button. Now we can test it in the preview mode. I'm just gonna delete these because they are extra, and Control Enter, and there is a ball and the walk cycle. Fuck, I didn't see this coming, shit. So the ball layer must go away. See ya. And now if you preview it, it's a walking cycle. Yay! You can do this with like 4 frames or 10 frames or fucking 600 frames. The more frames, the smoother animation. That is the premise. Speaking of, in 12 frames per second, this will look like this. It's a lot slower and a lot clunkier. So that's why 24 is the one to go, or even 30 frames. I use 24, but I've done some tests with 30 frames, and it's not too bad. One more preview, or well, yeah, one more test, and there it is, walking. And this is just one leg. Like, we just made half a cycle, because if you take this leg and follow it, it's this leg goes here and then over here, so that's the same leg, and the other one goes here, 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 and this is when the cycle starts up repeating, and you can't do that with anything but stick legs. So we made like half a cycle, but if we duplicate it in this case, it'll look like a full circle, or a full walking cycle. I'm rambling like fucking crazy. And now, next up, what should we do? I don't really know. I can show you some examples. I'm gonna hook up my memory stick and see what I can find. So, what I ended up discovering is one of my game sprite animations for a punch, or a double slash or whatever, featuring my character Tanto. And this is basic frame by frame stuff. I don't really know how to explain all this stuff, but it takes quite a lot of work. You can see some motion blur with the nose, and that was one tail swing, and there's the other one, and a bit of like motion blur or whatever the fuck this is, and then jumping back to a position, and it'll look like this when tested. If it works, there we go. It's really fast, but smooth. Yeah, I hope you learned something today, and we will continue with tweening the next time. See ya! Divided by 2 is 12. God damn it. 24 divided by 12 is... God damn it.